In cases where you want to obtain the average basing on several criteria, then the AVERAGEIFS function is what you have been looking for. Welcome to this channel where we study basic knowledge in Excel, and in this chapter we are going to look at the AVERAGEIFS function, where this function returns the average, that is the arithmetic mean of all cells that meet given multiple criteria. Now today we are working with our user workbook, the one we are using. We are going to put the AVERAGEIFS function result in cell H3. The AVERAGEIFS function has a good number of arguments, the required and optional arguments. The first argument is the average range. This is the range over which we are going to get the average of the values based on the criteria we shall state. And then the criteria range 1, criteria 1, criteria range 2, and criteria 2. All these are arguments you state instructing the AVERAGEIFS function to return results basing on the criteria you state. Now, in cell H3, we shall come and write the AVERAGEIFS function. Say AVERAGEIFS. It is displayed over here. Double click on it to include it over there. Then the first argument, which is highlighted in black, is the average range. In this case, the average range I'm going to use the range 63 through 18, comma. When you place a comma, it skips and it jumps to the next argument, that is the criteria range 1, which is the criteria range 1 you're going to use. I'm going to use D3 through D18 as the first criteria range. Put a comma, then the criteria 1. Criteria 1 is stating the criteria based on column D. So the criteria I'm setting, I want Excel to return the average basing on the criteria that those values are greater than 70. I'll come out of the quote, put a comma, and then the next criteria range 2. It is optional, you can add it there. We are even having criteria range 3 basing on the problem on your table. Criteria range 3, I'm going to use column E, is 3 through E18, comma. Then the criteria, I'm going to state criteria 2. I want it to get the average of values which are also, criteria of those values which are also greater than 70. So we are telling Excel to find the average of values in this range which meet these criteria basing on these two ranges. And when you press enter, it returns the average as 49. It looks for values here which are greater than 70, corresponds them over here. Then looks for values here which are greater than 70 and gets the corresponding values here and obtains their average. So if you take an imagination, if you are to look for values manually here which are greater than 70, then maybe note them down, then values which are greater than 70 here, then note them down. You'll have to take a good number of minutes to accomplish simple tasks. So if you take a picture of having a large data set of over 1000 rows, then it means it will be a hard task for you to handle. But with the use of these Excel functions, for instance the sum ifs, the AVERAGEIFS, these functions make the work very easy. Once again, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, liking these videos, share to other people for the good of creating more. Thanks for watching.